So I'm definitely seeing a huge uptick in the amount of overweight pets I'm seeing in my offices. And the big thing is, people often say, you don't know what you don't know. And oftentimes pet parents don't realize that their pets are a little overweight. So when you see them and you see this dog and you instantly know, man, this dog is quite a bit overweight. I think that's just, a little bit of love handles and love. But the thing is, this can be very detrimental to this pet's health and the longevity. Unfortunately, we run into scenarios where dogs, don't quite live their full lives because, they come down with certain diseases and things that can kind of shorten their life. So we definitely want to make sure that we don't overfeed our animals, because feeding our animals more is not love. There's so many other ways you can show love, like throwing a ball and walking them and giving them a little extra love. Even a little extra weight can shorten the pet's life. They can come down with various diseases like osteoarthritis, where they can't move around and they're not as active and they're not, interacting with the family because they're showing pain because of this excess weight gain. Also hypertension. We get dogs that come in, they're coughing and they can't quite their exercise intolerance, and unfortunately suffering from heart disease. So we want to really, and these are definitely, a sequelas of too much weight gain. So we want to really make sure that we don't use food as love. Let's just show these babies love.
So this annual End Obesity campaign by Hills is wonderful for a guy like me and Dr. Hodges, who are practicing veterinarians, because it's obesity, like you said, is one of those illnesses or conditions that we see most in the veterinary hospital. And it can be very difficult sometimes talking to clients about, their patient being obese. We have to make sure that we're tactful as we talk about it. But Heals, with their campaign, has given us the tool to be able to get this message across. And it's something that they do annually. They've invested a lot of time, a lot of money into the research, into the pet food that we can use to help these animals that are obese. It can be difficult for owners to assess if their pets have been overweight, because a lot of times these animals, dogs or cats, they gain weight very slowly and it's not noticed a lot to the owners. Also, some have long hair and it's just hard for them to tell. But the beauty is, Hills have come up with something that's called the love test. So Dr. Hodges, we're gonna give them a little love, but in a little bit different way here. So this love test is LOVE. And that L is you wanna locate your pet ribs. The O is you want to observe the body from above. V, you want to view the patient or your baby from the side. And the E is you want to evaluate how you're feeding. So you basically take these measurements or tools that you have, compare it to the love test that Hills has, and it will let you know whether your baby is ideal weight, underweight some, or what we see a lot, obesity.
So you can go to endpetobesity.com and you can learn a whole lot more about how you can actually use the love test, as well as learn more about Hills Pet Nutrition and ways to control your pet's weight.